Campbells Comments on location in downtown Karaka. Ken Breckon joins me. Ken, days like this, they're amazing days, aren't they?
Yeah, they are for me, Paul, because there's no pressure. I don't have any weanlings, but normally out here, I'm out here obviously for the yearling sales. But this is great. I mean, I love this concept of weanling sale. I think New Zealand Bloodstock have done a super job in making it just that. Like in the past, we've got rid of a lot of mares that are perhaps surplus to requirements, but I think this is a dead set, very good sale. Also having the horses sold here today eligible for the sales series for the Harness Millions is just fantastic.
There's so many upsides to this. I wasn't sure what to expect. I'm an Australian, hadn't been out of the country obviously for 12 months, but I've never been to New Zealand. I've only come to one place and I've had a ball for 4 days just to come here and witness how people operate and how they work for a weanling sale. I can't wait to come back for the yearling sale. But it is such a unique part. But the sale is so strong today as well. It is actually working so well for the economy as well of New Zealand, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I think the two main studs, both Alabar and Woodlands, use it for their new young stallions, and it's great to see they're getting some support, particularly with the like I've seen Always Be Mickey, very strong today. He had a great result yesterday down south, Quinelling the Diamond Creek 2-year-old race. Always Be Mickey 1 and 2. So look, it's a fabulous way of them getting out to the public at reasonable prices, these weanlings, but to showcase new stallions.
Reasonable price. I wasn't sure what to expect. I've seen one for 33 or 26. I mean, it's been 21. There's been some nice lots. We're only, wouldn't be through 50 lots yet.
Yeah. Look, I mean, some of them are outstanding on type. We've had a great year the last 12 months over here. A lot of grass. You couldn't ask for better weather for rearing for horses and for cattle, for that matter. But look, they are strong, and some of them are from very strong families. So it's like any sale. If you've got the right types and the right breeding, the public will buy them.
Right, Breckon Farm. I wear a lot of hats, don't worry about that. The boys at NZB, they'll be like, what? I've got my official Breckon Farms hats. Now, is there any truth to the rumour that I may have been going to be given a second-hand one and you had to go and get a new one out? Is there any truth in that matter?
Correct, mate. They're in demand. Always remember, be for the best, all right? So now you're wearing it.
Glenna's got her mention in there. No, she might have shelved you on that one. You guys sell at the yearling sales. You're very proactive. You did a couple of things with me over online this year to try and sell them. It's a different landscape, how things are going. How do you go keeping up with it? And then keeping up with the Joneses, I suppose, Alabar, Woodlands, what they're doing as well along the sides.
Well, look, we had a disaster a couple of years ago. We had a lot of horses through the sales with new stallions. And, it bit us on the backside. But, you've got to get back up off the mat. And we had an outstanding sale. We topped Australasia. But again, we keep trying to lift the bar. Very, very good mares. We're always looking for mares that are off the track with strong pedigrees. So we set the bar pretty high, but we're really at top end. And so for us, it's about having progeny out of top families.
You've got a very, very good soft spot in my mind, the trotters. You've got a great rapport, tailored elegance, I think, just recently, but always seem to have your brown and brown colours, I suppose. Yeah. What colours are they? But they're always going good over in Australia.
Yeah, look, we've had a lot of success with our colours, but again, that's only as good as the horses you have out there. Beige and brown, we'll call it, and hopefully they turn into gold. But we have got a very strong affinity with the trotters, and we've had some wonderful success recently over Australia. We had Highgate, they won a number of Group 1s in Australia. We go right back to the great I Can Do's It. The Aussies don't have to be reminded of him, what he did on the track. So, again, very, very strong families. Over here we had Luby Lou, Luby Ann, and Tickle Me Pink, rather, two that won Group 1 races over here. So we do have some very strong families in the trotting.
You're not scared to share them around either. You give them to Lils and Chris Lang. There's a few other people that tend to get them, which I think is key, because I think that then builds a relationship backwards and forwards when they come to buy at yearling sales, from your point of view.
Yeah, well, remembering we're commercial breeders, so it's important, those that support us in the sales, we're always very keen to support them by giving them, either syndicate horses or perhaps horses that haven't met the reserves through the sales. But it's really important, and I think it's great giving them all a chance, young trainers with great horses, great pedigrees.
Yep. Very, very key. Next February, hopefully I'll be over here, but if not, we might have to do another live hookup. Those sort of things weren't on the radar a year or two ago to be able to sell horses and promote the weanlings and yearlings in a different light. But do you enjoy that side of things, a different way of promoting now?
Yeah, look, I think it's been fantastic, and I know with your show, Paul, it's been wonderfully received by all harness supporters. Yeah, it has created new opportunities. I think internationally it has. I'd like to think with social media we can grow our market, into the likes of America, and we are getting some good feedback and some good sales out of America. But, further afield, Canada, America, I know the boys over there in Aussie, particularly with the trotters, have a strong relationship, Duncan McPherson with the likes of, guys in Scandinavia. So I think it's really important that we do grow our customer base.
I think it's key, and I think I wear a lot of hats. I wear a nutrient hat as well. I do a lot of promotion for those. By being able to take New Zealand horses, they could take any of these weanlings and put them into the sale. They're still eligible for NZB. It's a way of growing a wonderful product. You're only a small nation. You're about above your weight level as it is. But with the advent of being able to sell them in more different places, a chance of even growing it bigger.
Yeah, and it's incredible what Nutrien are doing. I think it's very important that these horses are in fact eligible for sales series type races. And like I said earlier today, what New Zealand Bloodstock have done, making these horses eligible for the harness millions. I mean, at the end of the day, to get people into the market, into harness market, we need stakes to increase, and it's absolutely key. So we need bigger races, and wouldn't it be great one day, NZ Bloodstock are calling it Magic Millions, wouldn't it be great one day if in fact we are racing for $1 million stake in sales series? And
a purely selfish point of view, but maybe one of yours that's bred, say trained by Brett Lilly, but back here in New Zealand, so you've got, and you have that crossover of Australians watching because they know the horse. You've got your Kiwis that are watching Australian racing because it's got the lead up to it and it's setting it up. There's so many positives that people can't realise, and I think we've just got to keep trying to grow relationships between Australia and New Zealand as well.
Yeah, but look, I think we're even considering perhaps having a couple of horses born over there in Australia, getting them adjusted over there, just doing something outside the square. As you know, we syndicate a lot of filly syndicates, and again, we're trying very hard to get Australians into those syndicates. We had a bit of success. We even got someone in Cambodia that has a share on a horse, and she owns a pub over there, and I believe come race night, she has the patronage there out the doors waiting to see the horses, and where it's been incredibly successful, it's her first horse that she's got shares in, and it's Better Twist. So they're having a lot of fun, I can tell you, over there in Cambodia, watching her.
But that's the thing, and it's so simple to do those sorts of things, isn't it? And that's great. You would have got a few stations sitting up in their chair. They'd be like, "Oh, we might have to get onto the phone." You might get a few phone calls after this interview.
I hope so. But that's what's great about the game. And as I said, social media is making the whole game open to a whole lot more opportunities worldwide.
Right, mate, I'll let you go. Thank you very much for supporting Campbell's Comments. I know you're going to say thank you to me. I don't care. I just like the fact that you took a punt on me this year to promote your product back here, and it seemed to work. I think growing the product is what is key. We've got to grow this sale, all the yearling sales in Australia and New Zealand, and just keep trying to sell it. What is a great sport. The Cambodians line up out the door. Heaven forbid one day she has 50 people in a horse and they're all lined out at the door. That's the way to grow the sport, isn't it?
Yeah, good on you, Paul. Absolutely it is. And I will say, mate, you're doing a great job. Good on you.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Thank you very much, mate. And I'm going to keep the hat.
Good on you. Okay, I'll get you.